The sky is gray over Algiers, a fitting backdrop to the somber mood here. Frustration and disappointment are part of everyday life in Africa's biggest country. Algeria has major oil and gas reserves and has been able to buy social peace with subsidies. But with the price of oil at historic lows, everything has grown more expensive. We've had to tighten our belts again and again, but the guys in the government should be doing it. They earn enough. It's the government that's raising the prices, and it's us, the little people, who have to pay them. I've come to the market to meet up with Tarek Saïdji, who I met through a group of protesters. But he tells me that he's no longer a political activist. It's grown too dangerous. Tarek explains that even today it's against the law to demonstrate in Algiers. Photographs of old protests. The demonstrators took a big risk by taking part. Many of them were arrested. Tarek and his friends are now resigned. They no longer believe in a future in their home country. Many people in this country have no outlook, whether they have work or not. This society, these policies, the economy, have all been dead for years. The facades of colonial villas hide a traumatized society. Back in the 1990s, Islamist terrorists helped cripple the development of a more modern state. Officially, Algeria is a democracy, but in many areas that means very little, according to staff at the Office of Amnesty International. The ban on demonstrations is just one example. Fundamental freedoms are unfortunately under threat at the moment, but they're the ones we have to defend because they're the foundation for our concept of human rights. The daily newspaper El Watan isn't keeping quiet about important topics, like the gravely ill president, Abdelaziz Bouteflika, who's hardly been seen for months. Power remains concentrated in the hands of an opaque clique of generals, businessmen, and party functionaries, says journalist Faisal Matawi. You almost have to speak of a zombie democracy. Here, they're just shadowy figures and ghosts. Elections and everything that surrounds them are just a facade. It's all been decided already. Later, I meet up with Tarek again. At 8 o'clock in the evening, the center of the city is quiet. Many cafes and restaurants are closed. Little wonder that the young Algerian wants to try his luck elsewhere. Of course, I'd like to go to Europe. I'm a young man, and there's no future for me here. I earn nothing and don't have a job. That's what my future looks like. Algeria is like a country that's ground to a halt, but no one knows whether or when that might suddenly change.
إذا أعجبك الفيديو اضغط على لايك ومشاركة ليصلك كل جديد، كما لا تنسى تفعيل زر الجرس.